Hello everyone. Once again, the idiots are back and I'm here to tell you about them. This whole little, I don't know what you want to call it, this rant that I'm going to do for you this week was all brought to you by my day at work starting yesterday, or last night actually. Now, at my job over the years, the plastic bags that we use to put the groceries in have gone through changes. They've gone through color changes and they've gone through thickness changes. I think when I first started, I think they were blue, and then they went to gray, and then they went to white. And I mean, at first they were nice, they were nice and thick. I mean, around Christmas time, someone would buy, like, say, a box of Legos, and like, can you double bag this? Because, I'm taking it home, and the kids are in the car, and I don't want them to see what's in it. So, you double bag it, and by God, you can't tell what the heck's in that box. Or you can't see the box inside the bags. Now, or it has been for quite a while, you could literally put that box into like 8 or 10 bags and you hold it up and you're still going to be able to clearly read the box. And that's not an exaggeration whatsoever. If any of you, work where I do, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that is 100% accurate. Anyways, moving on. They started this thing a while back where they put these really dumb stickers on the carousels that suggested to, it was supposed to be for the cashiers, suggesting to put more items in the bag to reduce waste. And of course, I guess the stickers weren't clear because sometimes the customers would look at it and think that the stickers are supposed to mean that we want them to buy more stuff. Which, I mean, of course, would be the case, but that's, not the case for the stickers. So anyways, like I said, they wanted us cashiers to be able to put more items in the bag to help reduce waste by using less bags. Now, when we got these, not these newest bags, but I'd say 2 different versions before, they were really super thin. Like I said, it would take 8, 10 of them, and you could still see what was inside. And I remember making the comment to one of our managers, I don't even remember who the heck it was, making the comment about how thin they are. And they had made the comment that these bags are supposed to support 15 pounds. 15 pounds! If I put 15 pounds of my own groceries in one of these bags, I would punch myself in the face. Why would you want to put 15 pounds in one of these plastic bags? I mean, I usually, feel kind of iffy with just 2 2-liter bottles or a gallon of milk. And if I'm not mistaken, I weighed a gallon of milk earlier just because I was thinking of this. And I think a gallon of milk is, what was it? I think it was like 7.8 pounds, depending on, how accurate the scale is. So, you could fit almost 2 gallons of milk in one of these plastic bags that it's supposed to hold. Which, that's way too much weight. But still, that's not even, what, where the stupidity comes in. But, taking into account the whole thing about the trying to get more stuff into the bags, they always come up with this, there's a, pattern's not the right word. There's a structure or whatever. How they usually tell you how to, bag groceries. They always say, like, to create a base, like, put like cans at the bottom so that way you make a nice foundation and then you can lay other stuff on top of it and all this BS. But taking that into account, we got some newer, now I don't know if these are just temporary bags because maybe we ran out, which we happen to do a lot. where these are actually going to be our new bags for who knows how long. But these are actually a little bit, I don't want to say, they're kind of a grayish color. They're kind of dingy, kind of like, when they made the bag, someone forgot to put Clorox in the mixture. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, supposedly, someone said they felt a little bit thicker. I really couldn't tell. But here's the thing I noticed. They're shorter. I put some of the bags on the carousel, and I noticed they're like close to 2 inches from touching the base of the carousel. They're just hanging there. It's... How in the hell are you supposed to use these? I mean, yeah, you can still put stuff in them, and if you put something heavy in it, it's gonna, break it free from that little centerpiece, and it'll sit on the carousel platform just fine. But anything light, like say someone buys the tall bottles of spices, or you buy cans of Pringles, or anything that's light, it's gonna fall over. You're not going to be able to stand them up and make, a base so that way you can put other stuff on there. Or you're just not going to be able to get that much stuff in there because it's just going to be laying all loose at the bottom of the bag. And I was just looking at these things, and I'm like, what in the heck? It's like I've said to coworkers before that I would love to work at the corporate office. The only problem is I don't think I could do that many drugs. Because there are so many things they have come up with that you know darn well nobody could be clean and sober and come up with these asinine ideas. Just like this one. Hey, we need to do something new with the plastic bags, so that way we can reduce waste and get the cashiers to be able to put more stuff in them, so they don't use as many. So I got an idea. Let's make them shorter so everything falls over. This is what's wrong with the... I think this is one of the things wrong with the world today is we got people like this that actually have a job. They're actually coming up with ideas and they're being used. I mean, how many other situations would this come in handy, With this kind of mindset. It's like, Jerry, our boat's filling up with water. That bucket's just not going to get the water out fast enough. Here, use this teaspoon. That'll help and make it so much better. It's like... I don't get it. Why are we allowing such stupid people and stupid ideas to go through? I mean, do they not think of this? Is there not some quality assurance, or were they asleep? I mean, I've seen so many weird things. Just in my, in the store that I work at, I question my own sanity, thinking there's no way I'm seeing this. There's no way this says what it says or does what it does. And then I just realized, this has got to be the part of the universe, where things aren't quite in control. Over here, everything... it's mathematically sound, it's scientifically sound. Over here on the fringe, it's just kind of no one's paying attention over here, and it's just right at the edge, so it's all the little frilly edges and the loose threads and stuff just kind of going around. That's where we are, people. I mean, if you don't believe me, just look around at some of this utter stupidity. I don't get it. Why make the bags shorter if you're wanting us to get more stuff in the bags? That's counterproductive, people. Make them, make them wider, make them taller. Of course, you couldn't really have made them taller than they originally were unless you made the top part of the carousel that the bags hung on higher up. Then you could have made them longer, which that really wouldn't have been a good idea, because you really can only put so much in a bag before it just starts falling all over the place. I mean, you could put like 6 cans and then maybe 2 or 3 boxes laying down, and maybe even get them stacked too high, and then maybe put a loaf of bread laying down on top. And see, that even that's pushing it. That's a lot of stuff, because stuff is going to shift, stuff's going to move around, and for the most part, I usually think if it's more than 1 layer high, you're going to have to either tie the bag or stuff is going everywhere. But for these people to make that bag shorter, and they're wanting more stuff in the bags, it boggles the mind. It just confuses the hell out of me. I mean, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and they've got a think tank like this. I mean, we have packages that literally says chicken paws on it. Not chicken feet. Chicken paws. As in, paws. I know what you're thinking. But Grim, chickens don't have paws. No shit! But I guarantee you, anybody that knows where I work, you go to the meat department where the chicken feet should be, and you look at that label and you tell me what it says. I am not making this up. It says chicken paws and has... I found out about this, last year sometime. And somebody came through my line last week and it said chicken paws. They haven't changed it. So which means one of two things. One, either they're just too lazy to go in there and change 4 letters, or they actually think chickens have paws. Which, either choice is disturbing. Because one just tells people maybe they're idiots. And I think the other one proves it. But just the level of stupidity in so many things that I see, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen. I'm sure there's so many stupid things that happen and go on, at your job that just really you have a hard time wrapping your head around. I mean, I worked at a fast food place many years ago, and they ran out of CO2. Who does that? How do you run out of, like, one of the main ingredients for your sodas? I can understand running out of, like, hamburger buns or lettuce or taco shells or stuff like that it can happen. But CO2, I mean, you're going to have, those are going to be in tanks. And just running out of stuff in general, for the most part, I don't understand. Unless there's like a big rush that you didn't expect, or a shipment didn't come in, or whatever. like, our store runs out of bags. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. I would say, on average, that I've seen, I'm going to say maybe about 3 times a year. We'll be like, I'll come to work and there'll be hardly any bags on any of the carousels. Some of them are completely bare. The ones that don't get used either that much at all or at all. And I'll get told, oh, guess what? We're out of bags and we don't have a shipment coming in for like 3 days. And you're like, yay, wonderful. So that means once the normal size bags get used up, then if we happen to have any at the time, we get to use the great big giant bags that everyone seems to like around Christmas time, which more times than not, we only have those for like a couple of months out of the year, and then we don't see them again. And then once those are out, you get to use the little tiny bags that you use for like a single Kool-Aid packet and a greeting card. That's the stuff I don't understand. It's like when you start getting low, or like you're on the left. Okay, we just loaded, this tank of CO2. We only have 1 more left. I would imagine on average how long a tank's going to last. And you'll pick the worst case scenario. I mean, okay, I don't know personally. I'm just going to use this just off the top of my head. Let's say best case scenario, 1 tank will last a week. And let's say worst case scenario, a tank will last 4 days. Stick with the 4 days. Just use that. If you see you put a tank in and you have 1 left, say, okay, we've got, a week's worth of CO2. Maybe we better get an order going, so we don't run out. But between all that, just still seeing we sell chicken paws and giving us shorter bags and expecting us to be able to get more stuff in them. It just makes my head hurt. I see this and I'm just like, what? How is that supposed to work? And how does this person that came up with this idea still have a job? I mean, was he unsupervised? Did he just come up with this idea and just, wrote it down and just sent it off and there was no one to stop it? No one said, oh, hey, here's something coming down the pipe. Let's see what it says. Shorter bags? That's ridiculous. We won't be able to get that much stuff in there. But no, it went through. We got them. Shorter bags. Like I said, they're a big pain in the butt. Unless you're putting something heavy in there that's going to drop it straight to the bottom of the carousel. You put light things in there, they're just going to fall over. And then you have to spend extra time when you're putting the next item in to stand the other one up and put that in there, and it's going to fall over. The ones we had before, the ones that I saw last night, they were shorter, but they weren't as short. I think they were probably, I don't know, maybe an inch above the bottom of the carousel. This one's like double the space. It's like, what the hell's wrong with you people? It's got to be one of the dumbest things I've seen in quite a while. And I just saw that and I'm like, this is just stupid, and I'm just going to tell the people about it. Just let them see how just, more and more stupid things is coming out all the time. And I didn't feel like doing a normal rant, so I just figured, hey, this thing just really boggled my mind. I laughed at it. I kind of screamed internally. So I thought, you know what? This is what I'm going to give my viewers this week. Because, last week you got to see the beauty of my new computer, and it's still over there. It's sitting on my computer desk, and it's running nice and purty. It's can't really hear it. It's really quiet for a computer that has 5 fans. And it's so much faster when it comes to getting my videos ready. I mean, one of my bigger videos I did normally take, I think, about if I have about a 20-minute video, it takes on average close to 3 hours to render. With this beauty, it took 10 minutes. So, yeah, I'm real happy with this new computer. And next week, I will, starting next Tuesday, I'll be on vacation. I'll be off for a 9-day stretch. And, of course, you know, I'll still post a video, but I'm having on different days, some of my closest friends come over just to visit, you know, sit down, eat pizza, just talk, you know, kind of catch up, you know, just, you know, maybe watch a movie or two, you know, just that kind of thing. I do that like about twice a year when I go on my vacations. I invite, you know, a few of my closest friends to come over and hang out. Just one person on a given day. I prefer it that way than a whole bunch of people at once, because that way, if it's just, you know, one other person, then you can just spend your time with them. They get your, you know, your undivided attention. It's just better that way. And one of the people that is going to be coming over is my friend that goes by the name Cherokee Phoenix. And she is going to help me and show me and teach me the basics of live streaming, because she has she live streams on Twitch. I know she does Fortnite, and I think there's a few other games that she plays. So she's going to show me how to do that, and I'm going to try my hand at live streaming as well. I'm planning on doing Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, I've got that ready to download on my computer. I haven't done that just yet, but that's the main one I'm planning on live streaming. So I will keep you all up to date, and I will let you all know when I start doing that. And of course, you know, I'll put the link, all the links and information down below, so that way, if you want, you'll be able to go and check me out on Twitch. And I'll see if I can also take these videos, if I can put them on YouTube as well, then I'll do that. But anyways, that's, you know, I think that's all I'm going to go on about this week. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of just some, you know, general information on what's coming up. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this week. So thank you all for joining me this week, and I hope you will be with me next week for another video. I'm hoping I'll have something to open, something to unbox. Haven't seen one from Loot Crate yet. They're behind schedule. Big surprise. So I could get something from them. I'll probably get something from one of my snack boxes. But we'll have to see. The Universal Yums, they revealed that this month's box is coming all the way from Turkey. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully nothing spicy. And no coconut. So anyways, thank you all for joining me this week again. I love you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about this weirdo right here. And just spread it around. Spread it around. 'Cause believe me, I can shovel it into big piles, so there's a lot to spread. But anyways, thank you all again, and I will see you all next week for a new video, and we will just go from there and see what kind of goodies or weirdness I'm going to come up with. So, have a great one, and try not to melt in this heat, because it sucks out there. Humid! Woo! So, take care, everyone.